going on YouTube? Jesse here with MFC Offroad. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of MFC Garage. Behind us we have one of our amazing customers that loves to let us use his vehicle to work on it, put some stuff on it, and in today's episode we are going to debut to you the installation for our OEM Plus fog light solution. Now if you have a 5th gen Tahoe, Suburban, you'll find that there are no fog lights from the factory. So that opened up a void for us, and we developed a design that works on both the Z71 and non-Z71. This is a design that's right here, goes where the actual trim piece is above the red hook. And you can also see our patent pending D-ring shackle conversion kits that we're actually working on. The lights will replace your plastic trim piece that's behind there. That trim piece does not come out. Instead, we're actually going to notch out and Dremel a little opening so our piece slides in and locks into that position. In the next segment, you'll see how that is done. But as you can see, it's a perfectly OEM Plus look. Looks like it came right from the factory. And the wiring is super simple. A lot easier than a lot of our other wirings options that we've shown you, where you got to take that hood piece off inside the engine bay. You just run the wires from the lights back here, up and straight to the battery. And this is about a 45-minute to an hour installation. So we're going to get into it, and we'll show you exactly what needs to be done. When you get your package, inside your package, you're going to have 2 fog light housing assemblies with the lights already pre-installed. The nice thing about this design is they are adjustable up and down, so you can tailor your beam pattern however you want, depending on if you're running factory suspension or lifted. The adjustment screws for getting those into the correct position are on the left and right hand side. The beam pattern is a dual beam. You're going to have a spot that goes straight down the road, and then you have it diffused on the right hand side and on the left hand side as well. And since the front end has a little bit of a kick to it, you're going to get some light pattern to the left and right that shoots a little bit more to the sides and more focused down the road. The nice thing about these, they are designed and comprised and developed with a ABS carbon fiber solution. You have your harness and all the hardware necessary, and you really only need 3 tools to do this job. You need a 4mm Allen for doing all your hardware, a drill to put that in, and then a Dremel with a small little cutoff wheel.
Follow the line guide for trimming the opening for your fog light trim panel. Start by trimming up, then over, followed by trimming down. You will be using the already provided line guides on the factory bumper.
Now that you follow the instructions previously, you can see that the factory lines come straight up, over, and straight down. And when you take your light, it's going to slide right into that gap and actually transform the front end of your Tahoe or Suburban into a way that it should have been designed from the factory. So it's as simple as this. You're just going to take this right here, put it in like so, and then it mounts right there. Now you're given a total of 8 bolts. You're going to have 3 long ones per side and 1 short one per side. And the long ones go top left, bottom right. The short one goes top right. I like to work my way from here, 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 and here, and then make sure everything's nice and seated, and then finish installing it. When you're putting these through, you're going to make sure that you have the light pressed all the way up and in. And this is where you take your 4mm right when it starts to slow down and give you some resistance, You'll back off a little bit and then move to your long one. Make sure this is pushed all the way up. So now you got your two at the top, holding it to your factory bumper, followed by your remaining two. And you can hand tighten the rest with a 4mm Allen key. Now we're going to install the driver's side as well, and we'd always get a couple of questions and concerns if you could still use your recovery points. And the answer is yes. Once this is flush in, you still have the ability to hook in from the bottom of your factory recovery points, so they could always tie into that. But we're also showing you the ability to install these with our patent pending D-ring shackle conversions. More info about these will be available shortly, but just want to show you that there is no interference when installing these with these as well. So again, starting with the top short screw. Nice and easy. And there you got it. Your front end now has fog lights, the way it was supposed to be from the factory. So when you're running your wiring, you can see that the wire is going to come straight across that right there, and you can do a zip tie through those two holes all the way through, and then you'll connect to your wire that will run all the way across to the passenger side, and from there it'll connect to the passenger side light and then run to your battery. So let me just get this connection for you guys. And you can see where it'll be. So you have your harness coming from the driver's side, coming over. You can zip tie that right to that frame point right there. You have your light connector right here that's going to marry into the harness. This harness will just connect right to here. And you will now, if you want, you can tuck this under the wire so it's not loose. And connect this to the harness, like so. With the click, you can zip tie this as well so it's nice and tight. And then the remaining of the harness goes from passenger side all the way up towards the fuse box and battery box. Now that you have both lights installed and you got the harness assembled and attached to both lights at the bottom end of the vehicle, you're going to run that harness up in this section right here. So straight down this way. You can bring that wire all the way up, bring it all the way over here, and then you'll have your tie-in points to your positive terminal and your negative terminal. Like all our other videos, we mentioned that you can take your relay and mount it to this bracket right here. If you're running multiple products, let's say you're running the 80-pillar Utila mounts that we have, fog lights, the amber DRLs, and soon our other options, and they're all being done by a switch. we do recommend doing a switch controller. You can have up to 6 12-volt accessories wired to this, and the nice thing about this is it is a wireless solution, so you don't have to run any wires through the firewall. And in our next video, we'll probably show you how this is done and our placement and location of that switch controller. That controller itself is wireless as well, so you can actually put it anywhere inside the vehicle, and it is powered and recharged with a USB-C connection. But in the meantime, what we have here is our harness with this setup. So you can put that relay right there. Your positive terminal will be inside of this. There is I slide this back for you right here. This jump point, you could see that you would use to use jumper cables. There is a terminal straight down in there. That terminal will have a post that you could put your circular terminal on the harness to, so that could be done right there. You'll just lift this off, do your necessary attachment to that post with a 10mm socket, and then your negative for your accessories is in the back. This is what you'll tie your negative circular terminal from the harness to. That harness does have a fuse, so while you're doing all this, make sure that fuse is not in. That way you're not running power and shorting anything out if indeed you wire it backwards or are unfamiliar with it, but it is very straightforward. On that harness, like we say in all our videos, there is a flush mount switch that you could use. That switch you would run to the firewall grommet that is all the way to the right. You can see the small little nipple. If you're looking at that grommet, it's at the 7 o'clock position. You can run your wires through there and then mount your switch to any location. And that basically covers all of your wiring for having fog lights. And we'll show you what they look like. So stay tuned. So if you made it this far, you can now see that the front end of this Tahoe has fog lights. GM dropped the ball on that, so we were able to pick it up and take a roll with it. We also had a chance to wire in our customers' dual sets of A-pillar mount lights on the utility mounts. And as we develop more products, you'll be able to find them here. Videos for all the products, and we'll even actually get into doing other manufacturers' products for this vehicle. So it's an all-in-one stop to basically see all the products that you can put on a 5th gen truck like this, right in one location here at MFC Garage. So as always, if you don't see anything on here that you would like to, make sure you leave it in the comments and click the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell. Have a good one.